Yo, BuzzFeed. My name is Coss Marte, and my personal transformation happened in a 9x6 prison cell. I was raised in a heavily drug-infested community in the Lower East Side section of Manhattan. People would ask me, what do you want to be when you grow up? I would tell them that I wanted to be rich. And the first opportunity I got was through the world of drugs. I started smoking at the age of 11, and at the age of 13, I made my first sale. This led me to the corner on Broome and Eldridge Street, where I began to pitch other drugs with the local guys who respected my hustle. And by the age of 19, I was a leader of a cocaine distributing ring in New York City. I was making over $2 million a year. My first run with NYPD was at the age of 13. And from then, I was in and out of jail for the next few years. When I was 23, I was caught by federal agents and was sentenced to 7 years in prison. During my incarceration, I was overweight and extremely unhealthy. The doctors in prison told me that I could die of a heart attack within 5 years, but with a 7-year sentence in front of me, I was determined. I was not gonna die in prison. So I started working out. I developed a workout routine using just my body weight that could be done in a small prison cell. And in just 6 months, I lost 70 pounds. Then I started training other inmates, and I helped over 20 inmates lose over 1,000 pounds combined. As my release date got closer, I got into an altercation with an officer and was placed in solitary confinement. I was beaten and thrown into a cell. Alone with my thoughts, I kept asking myself why. I wrote a 10-page letter out to my family, explaining what happened and that I wasn't coming home anytime soon. And then I realized that I didn't have a stamp to send it. After 2 weeks in solitary, my sister sent me a letter and suggested I read Psalm 91 from the Bible. I flipped open right to Psalm 91, and that's when the stamp fell out. It was the stamp that I needed to send out my letter with. I read the whole Bible from cover to cover and received a sense of peace and calm, despite my surroundings. My whole perspective on life changed. I began to believe that my purpose was to give back instead of destroying the people around me. When I got out, I realized my way of giving back was through the world of fitness. And that's when I started CalmBody. CalmBody is a prison-style boot camp that hires formerly incarcerated individuals to teach fitness classes based on the workout I developed in my cell. In just 2.5 years, CalmBody has gone from workouts in the park to studios in NYC with 12 employees, over 7,000 clients, and over 200 classes per week. My business has been featured in over 100 international media outlets. Today I travel the country visiting prisons, training inmates in hopes of creating a pipeline of trainers for CalmBody. Our mission is to create a bridge between two communities, young professionals and formerly incarcerated individuals. At CalmBody, we view each other as real human beings and seek to break down the stereotypes that formerly incarcerated individuals face. Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. Thanks for reading, Coss.